on Saturday. It's that time in the morning we go out live with Fox 7's Jason Claspel. This morning we find him in Boonville to talk about all green tattoos. Good morning, Jason.
That's right. Good morning, Lauren. We're at Skin Illusion Tattoos in Boonville, and Robert Hepner is with me, better known as Tattoo Bob.
Tattoo Bob.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing
all right?
I'm doing blade, but things have changed a lot, and you're going eco-friendly. Tell us a little bit about it.
We started using this electric ink. It comes out of Brazil. It's the only ink that's USDA approved. But the biggest thing we started doing is my company started manufacturing these tubes. They're made out of all pure corn. The caps right here are the same thing. These caps are eco-friendly. Everything can be composted within 90 days. So that's what my company starts manufacturing. So I think it's time for a lot of other shops to do the same thing.
And there's nothing else like this.
No, not in the world. Now this ink came out of here. A guy in Minnesota starts making this, and he sent me a sample of it, and I started reading it. He said that Brazil has the highest regulations on ink. I never knew that, and I've been in the business 30 years.
What are some of the complications, Robert, that can come along with ink over a period of time?
Some of the inks that are in the industry today have metal base in them, plastics, and a lot of compounds that are not healthy for you. So when you get this ink right here, it's all USDA approved. It's all natural. This stuff right here is the same thing found in makeup, the kids' candy today, the whole bit. But the biggest thing is these right here. That's all pure corn.
And so it's eco-friendly, it's bio-friendly.
In 90 days, you can put this in a glass of water, and it's gone. It's gone. So everything can be composted today. In the old days, we used steel and aluminum. No, it's not good for you. This right here is eco-friendly, and they're only about $4.
Yeah.
It'll last a year. So why not use it?
So you're also helping out local farmers, because you know we grow a lot of corn around here.
I'm an Indiana boy, born in Gary, Indiana. Here I am. I think I got a supply. It's all out there, so we've got a supply of corn. It's not going to go anywhere.
No.
But today with the golf and everything going on, it's time that somebody stands up and does the right choice.
All right, you're going to start throwing some ink here in a little
my
bit.
son, yes.
Yeah, you're going to start tattooing, and you got a rich history in the tattoo world,
you know it.
and we're going to get into all that in just a few minutes. In the meantime, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks, Jason. Now we'll have a check on your destination.
Welcome back to AM Evansville. I'm Jason Claspel, live in Boonville at Skin Illusions Tattoo with Tattoo Bob. Good morning.
What's going on?
Hey, Robert, we're talking about eco-friendly tattoos. This is a new thing.
It's coming on. It's really coming on strong these days. It's always good to use eco-friendly ink. The other stuff, like I said before, is not good for you.
And it's the only ink that's FDA approved,
Yes.
which is
Comes out of Brazil.
a great thing. Comes out of Brazil, and it's only here in Boonville.
Electric ink.
Electric ink.
Yes.
And what are you doing right now?
What you got to do is always watch when you get a tattoo. There's a lot of tattoo shops out there that's in Evansville. They're great artists, but always, we're going to walk through step by step so you know that you're getting a clean tattoo. This is my son Tony's, a piece I've been working on him that's freehand. What you do is prepare the skin with green soap. You can buy it at CVS or a lot of major tattoo companies. After you do that, you just go and go. That's it. Dip your ink right here. Always watch and use disposable tubes and watch your artist. Dip and go. You just want to round it off a little bit. Make sure that your artist is not hitting it too hard, because what it's going to do is scar the skin. And once you put the green in there, there it is.
So what exactly is going on right here? What is this
About
instrument?
50,000 revolutions. It's one of the machines we make from my company. And all you do right now is you have a needle. It's called a 5-mag. It's over and under. It laps over. Just take it. Once it hits the skin, you got a current now. You can feel it. Push it, round circles, and it discolors it in. As you can see, that ink goes in really fast. Just keep on repeating the process.
So how does it feel? Does it hurt?
I'm so used to it, it's whatever.
He's been doing this. He's been around this tattoo business. I've been doing it since 1979, so I'm the most awarded artist in the Tri-City. You can see by the wall behind me. So we came to Boonville. It's just a great town. I love it here. My roots come out of Chicago, Illinois, and Gary, Indiana, but my grandmother was born in Terre Haute, so I decided to retire here.
All this is really is just a sharp sting. It's after you get used to the first pinch, it's basically a cakewalk.
Yeah. Well, how deep is it going out?
It only goes into the dermis and the epidermis, 2 layers. That's it. The width of a nickel is what the machine does. Any more in the customers, you can see a little bit of blood comes out, but not much. As you can tell right now, it's in there. The green stays in there. This was only done 2.5 weeks ago. You don't have to scar. If you get a scar from your tattooist, they've just went too deep. You just got to take your time. So when you go to the local shops, there's a lot of great artists around the world. I always remember bag of their machine. If they don't have a bag of the machine, cross-contamination can kill you. A lot of diseases will get on that machine. Watch for these right here. They're going to take green soap, bag on the machine, all the stuff, eco-friendly ink, ready to go.
All right, we're talking more about eco-friendly ink, and Bob, you've got all kinds of memorabilia up. You've been featured in many magazines. You've got some celebrity folks in your family, and a lot of good pictures. We're going to show all that coming up in a few minutes, but in the meantime, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Are you smarter than a 50? Now with up to $3,250 in total savings, you can own a Ford Focus S for only $13,354.
What are you waiting for? Drive one.
Welcome back to AM Evansville. I'm Jason Claspel, live in Boonville at Skin Illusions with Tattoo Bob. Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. We're talking about eco-friendly tattooing.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's best to just buy the ink, give it a try. Today's inks are really contaminated with a lot of stuff. You have plastic fillers that are in inks. A lot of people don't know. They offer everything else from the tattooing supplies, the ink caps, even the caps that are held on there. Everything is biodegradable, and it's cheaper to do it this way. That's why it doesn't make any sense for a lot of artists not to go this way.
You know, tattoos are so popular now. They've increased over the last decade in popularity, and you've been in the industry for quite a while. You've got a rich history with it, too.
30 years of tattooing. I started out in 1979, basically just tattooing at some of the clubs, different motorcycle clubs. But I've been all over. I've tattooed Warren G. I've had different celebrities. I've been on the front cover of Tattoo and just different magazines. But my grandfather really helped me out a lot because my grandfather was Chuck Ritter, Tex Ritter's cousin. So following his footsteps, he always told me, if you're going to do something, do it right. We just went down and hosted the convention at the Bowling Green. I was the CEO of Skin Artist magazine. Now I own a small tattoo magazine. But I've been on the front cover. I've met Ronnie James Dio, the late, great Ronnie James Dio, Rob Zombie, Motley Crue's drummer, just all kind of people, Paul Sr., you name it.
Yeah.
You meet a lot of people in this business.
Yeah, and you got there's a picture over here with you and
Vinnie Paul.
Yeah, Vinnie Paul
That's
from Pantera.
one of my favorite groups. Yes, I love Vinnie Paul.
What has your life been like? I mean, if you could just sum it up in a sentence, if you can, what has it been like in this industry?
I'm a green M&M and a bag of red M&Ms. I just stick out. You have to stick out in this industry. If you want to go far, 30 years in this industry, stay true to your art, do your art clean. I've never had one health complaint against me in 30 years. You can look it up. It's all public knowledge, never.
Yeah, and Bob, we're going to talk more, but eco-friendly tattooing is a thing that you think is going to catch on, and you're the only one in the tri-state that's doing it. We'll talk more about that coming up in a few minutes. In the meantime, let's send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thanks, Jason. I'm joined now.
With mostly cloudy conditions. They could even see some showers and storms later on today. Same story in Memphis, maybe some showers and storms as we head into the PM hours, but looking okay out towards Dallas, 83 degrees as of 9 a.m. Now let's send it back out live to Jason Claspel.
All right, Matt, thanks for that. We're live at Skin Illusions Tattoo in Boonville. Robert Hepner, better known as Tattoo Bob across the industry. Well, what are we doing here?
Well, we're going to put a little corporate logo on you, and I think we got it. There you go.
Right. Depending on how you look at it, it's 7 for Fox 7, or this way it's L for Andy Overton calls it L for loser. So I don't know. Hey, Bob, what we're talking about, though, is eco-friendly ink. I mean, you're telling me about the stuff that's in the ink that's just standard across the industry now, and there's some bad stuff in it.
You got plastic parts that are in car paints, all kind of dog vitamins and different things. Anytime you have any problems with the inks, go to their MSDS report and look at it on their webpage. By law, they have to give it to you.
And there's only one FDA-approved ink that's out there. It's an eco-friendly, corn-based ink, and you think this might revolutionize the industry.
Electricink.com. It's not my ink, it's not our company, but this guy gave me a free sample to try it out. I'm 100% on it. I love it. And it's cheap. It's actually cheaper than the other inks. You can't beat it.
Bob, why do you think, I mean, we're lived in an inked-up nation. I mean, everybody seems like they're getting tattoos. It's a fad. It's in style. Why do you think such kind of the shift from decades ago?
Well, in the standard, I don't know, the industry's really changed a lot because the bikers, the sailors and stuff like that, now it's art. Back in the days, we did just common tattoos. Now you can see you can put anything, a lost loved one, your dog that passed away. Anything can be done now. Back in the days, we couldn't do that. The needles have changed. They've got better, sharper, laser-cut needles. So now it's picking up. You can have your dreams on you, anything.
And you're training up the next generation of tattoo artists that's going to be eco-friendly.
Yes, this is Jamie Pruitt. It's my apprentice. She won a free apprenticeship on my website out of over 200 people, and she's a local girl. And here she is.
You know, Janice, you look at what Bob's accomplished. Grew up around Chicago. He's been featured in so many different magazines, and you look at the memorabilia on the wall, the people that he's tattooed, celebrities. What's it like for you just to be under that apprenticeship?
It's hard to take in, but he's just another person to me. He's a good teacher.
We make it easy for her. We show her that you're just a human being. With my grandfather being a celebrity and a country singer, I grew up to it. So I showed her the same thing. Just take your time, do your job right and clean, and it'll all turn out.
Bob, thanks so much for letting us hang out with you this morning. And again, it's an eco-friendly ink. Appreciate it, man. And we're going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thanks, Jason. Well, which came first, the chicken or the egg?
And they're delivering the goods 5 times a week.
That's what she said.
The Office.
You're watching Fox 7 News at 9 with Randy Moore, Julie Nolan, Chief Meteorologist Ron Rhodes, and Sports with Drew Ammon. Fox 7 News is on your side.
Getting a tattoo isn't as taboo as it once was. It's highlighted across our culture in magazines and popular TV shows. But how safe is the ink used in tattooing? In tonight's Tri-State Green Report, Fox 7's Jason Claspel talks with an area tattoo artist about how the industry is becoming more eco-friendly.
Tattoos have come a long way since they were popular with just sailors and Marines.
Tattooing was just hula ladies, dogs, this, that, and other small tattoos, sailor tattoos. I was in the Navy. Nowadays you can have anything. Nothing's impossible to get for a tattoo.
Tattoo artist Robert Hebner started tattooing in 1979. Tattoo Bob is how the industry refers to him, and he's traveled the world to show off his skills as an artist. He's met and tattooed famous people over the years, and he's been featured in just about every industry magazine there is. Hebner just opened an eco-friendly shop called Skin Illusions Tattoos in Boonville. He says the industry standard ink he's always used has additives like mercury and animal byproducts. Fillers, Hebner says, can have side effects.
You can get redness, you can get staph infection, you can get a lot of different infections from bad ink. And if your artist is not clean, it's really not going to be a payoff for you.
Hebner switched products when he found out about eco-friendly tattoo ink made from plants. The relatively new all-organic ink doesn't have the additives Hebner says can be harmful. Being a green tattoo artist is something Hebner is passing down to his son Tony.
Everything will just be better for our industry and just the rest of the world.
I believe that it's time for me as an older tattooist to train the new generation to tattoo with proper materials.
Hebner says tattoos are more popular than ever, and as the industry grows, artists have to grow with it in a way that's safe for the customer and good for the environment. In Boonville, Jason Claspel, Fox 7 News.
So far, the FDA hasn't approved any tattoo or permanent makeup ink. Hebner says that could change in the future because of organic ink.
Destination Weather is brought to you by